Yeah.
Also, I did not go with the AA way, and
Mhm.
that is just something that they are, like, super strict,
Yeah.
and all I'm saying is, if I can have 1 near beer and be satiated from having 12 real beers, full-on beer,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna be okay with that, and then so that would lasted for about a year where I would
Mhm.
just have, every day I was still having 1 near beer because it just
Mhm.
was such a habit, and then I
Right.
slowly got myself into LaCroix and, okay,
Mhm.
well, I don't need and I didn't now I don't even want the near beers because they make me
Right.
bloated,
Yeah.
and and it doesn't work with my running nutrition, so,
Mhm.
yeah, dude, there was a lot of haters on that. I was like,
Yeah.
excuse me,
Yeah.
get out of here," you
That's
know?
messed up, yeah. Thank you so much for sharing all that with
Yeah.
us and, being raw and emotional with this, and I appreciate you, going into detail, and it is hard to have those people in your life that are still the naysayers or, like, aren't really building you up because, as you said, they have their own problems that they don't wanna face. And it is really important whatever our situation is, if it's addiction, sobriety, anything, it could be a food addiction, anything, that you're ready for. If you're not ready, it's not gonna happen.
Mhm.
And I think it's so like you said, it's silly that people are being down on you because you had those ones, just
Yeah.
that. That's same as people that are, like, doing heroin and stuff, they get on Suboxones and stuff like that to help with that, like, it's just part of how that works. And
Yeah.
I also give you a lot of credit doing that on your own, and not going through anything. I recently shared I hadn't really publicly talked about it, only my husband knew, and one and two friends, but I had an addiction where I did Opanas and Suboxones and Percocet,
Oh,
for about
wow.
6 months of my life. So, and my husband, he was a full addict when we got together and was for many, many years, but he completely cold sober himself. And it's so, people don't realize how hard that is to not
Yeah.
get help and never touch anything ever again. So
Yeah.
I give you a lot of credit for doing it. And, at least you had your sister and your boyfriend, and I think your nephew, that's, like, a blessing that he was there. I could totally see that. I would do the same if I had my babies with me like that, so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's crazy too, because, dude, it's everywhere. It's available
Mhm.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You go to the doctor. There you go. "Oh,
Yep.
I'm feeling this. Can I get this?" "Sure."
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
and, like, booze is in every freaking gas station, cigarettes are
Mhm.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Um, there was a moment in January, I was spiraling. We had just lost my cousin.
Mhm.
It's my best friend's cousin, but we're best friends for so long. I
Right.
had
Oh,
kids since
yeah.
he was
Mhm.
5,
Yeah.
but just lost him. I was going through so much in my professional life and in my personal life, it just was everything was bogging down. And I went and bought a pack of cigarettes and I took 1 puff. That's all I
Mhm.
needed. I was like, nope, I
Yeah.
hate this
Nope.
so much. I
Yeah.
cannot do this because this is setting a really bad example. No one's gonna know. Well, now people are gonna know, but like no one would know
Yeah.
except for my amazing boyfriend. And we were in a little bit of a tiff at the moment. So I was
Right.
trying to be like, look what I just did.
Yeah.
Dramatic, and so I'm an Aries, but I
Okay.
was like I left the cigarettes on the counter, and he took them and got rid of them, like, somewhere. I don't know where.
Mhm.
I was like, "Where'd you put my cigarettes?" And he's like, "I did what any good boyfriend would do." And I was like, "Say less, okay, what's up?"
Yeah, that's awesome, and you needed something
Damn.
like that, and I love that, the tough love. People enable without even realizing it, like, "Oh, you're fine," like you said, "You don't have a problem," or,
Yeah,
like, how your grandpa tried to tell you, like, gently, you needed somebody to be like, "Listen here, you have a problem.
yeah,
It is a problem, and we're gonna help you with that." So, I think that's
yeah,
really important, and everybody's rock bottoms are different,
yeah.
but I do think having the support system is really needed. It's hard for people when they don't have anybody, and as you said, you could go turn the TV on or, go for a walk and you'll see an ad for cigarettes and alcohol. So,
In my
yeah, that would
books
be so hard. Yeah.